Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back for another Galactic transmission. So, tapping into the energy of some friends and relatives that you inspire to be better. That you inspire to be better. You, the free spirit. Well, you inspire them to be better because these friends and relatives are all part of an evil coven. They're all part of an evil coven, and they were involved in a life insurance policy that they took out on you. But they're getting signs now that all's not going according to plan. They could have done something. They could have taken this out in July, or you could have started inspiring them to be better in July. But regardless, you're out here forming new patterns. You're out here forming new patterns, and you made some predictions that got them shook. You got predictions that got them shook. These people that are out here, you know, that saw no wrong in their ways. That's why you're inspiring them to be better, because they saw no wrong in what they were doing. They saw nothing wrong with it. They saw nothing wrong in betraying you. They saw nothing wrong in their actions at all. At all. But it took coming across you. They thought that they could manipulate you. They thought that you thought that you were always gonna need them. You thought that you were always gonna need them, and so they could just they could play games with you. They could play games with you. These games, these mental mental traps they tried to set for you. They weren't effective. They weren't effective. You're able to find the proper ways to deal with the situations, because you were operating out of your north node. You were operating out of your north node, and these people need to put some respect on your name. These people that aren't sorry, they're not sorry for what they did. These unloyal hoes that are now trying to cover up their hand. They're trying to cover up their hand. They don't want their hand being exposed for what they did in the springtime. These people that have gang ties. These people that, a whole lot of talk, but they can't deliver. They can't deliver because they're under fucking qualified. They're underqualified for your position, and they know that. That's why they're attacking your chakras. They're trying to block you. They're trying to block you, but it's not effective. It's not effective. And they're looking over their shoulders because they're worried about it coming back to them. Or you predicted that it's coming back to them. One way or another, they know it's coming back to them, and they're looking over their shoulders because they faked around and they fucking found out. These people that are just jealous of your gifts. They're jealous of your gifts. That's why they're using black magic against you. They took a contract out. They took a contract out against a diamond in the rough. Ooh, that was a mistake. They should have meditated on that first. They should have meditated first. But they're going to have plenty of time to meditate where they're going. Something with children, and children were involved with some sort of... You're being reminded to Psalms up. But these people are out here now learning karmic fucking lessons. They're learning karmic lessons, and it has them curious. It has them curious. It has this karmic aunt and uncle curious. They're curious because they faked around, and now they're finding the fuck out, and they weren't prepared for that. They were not prepared for that. And there's some communication for you. You faked around to find out against a spiritual leader out here on a spiritual journey. And now, you probably cut them off, and that's why they're stuck here lurking in the shadows. Lurking in the shadows for what they did in the fall time. These karmic siblings, involved with these crimes against humanity, against a divine being, trying to auction off your soul. Auction off your soul. But that was the last thing they were going to do. That's the last thing they were going to do to you. That's the last all these mutual enemies were going to do to you. That part of the message is for somebody. I'm going to pull some... I'm going to pull some stuff on these relatives on this one. That's two separate messages. That was a message in and of itself. But we're gonna take just the friends and relatives, right? Now we'll leave the evil coven out there too. How do I want to do this? I guess 3 different categories. I guess I'll do 3 different categories. I'll do friends, relatives, No, that's too much. Or is it? I don't know. Because I want to pull out the deck of Maiad as well, but that's extensive. It's extensive. No, no. So we're just gonna do one. We're gonna do one. But I'll pull a deck of Maiad for the for these though, because that's time consuming. That's energy consuming. All right. How do I want to do that?
Everywhere, every time they come, try to be themselves, but instead they can't use them back. They try to find a way to survive, not surrender just when they say they can't use them back. Always running for a bright top future, never surrender, never say that they use them back. Everywhere, every time they come, try to be themselves, but instead they can't use them back. They try to find a way to survive, not surrender just when they say they can't use them back. I was myself 15 years old, looking for bearings and all my family didn't give me out all those streets. Everybody in a hole, the end.
We want peace and unity, equal rights, love in the community, and an upward vibe. We can raise our frequency and make this earth a paradise. Yeah, this for the world, I bring the vibe. Queen Omega from the game, to the mighty from the mind.
On a choisi le reggae pour cravoir du peuple Oneness, faisons en sorte que ça fonctionne. On a tout ce qu'on a, c'est pourquoi on veut le défendre.
Freedom fighters, fight for so long. Through all generations, try to be the one. Existence, each man belongs to be a brother's keeper. That's true unification.
I didn't know we would be struggling so long, so long. After we've seen what our forefathers been through so long, so long. How many times we sit down in meditation? We need more dedication. We have to stop all the segregation. I pray for
Oneness, one love, one blood, one vibe. Oneness, one heart, one soul and one mind.
Oneness, c'est ce qu'il y en a de promotion. On a choisi le reggae pour que la voix du peuple résonne. Oneness, faisons en sorte que ça fonctionne. On a tout ce qu'on a, c'est pourquoi on veut le défendre. Oneness, it's all about togetherness. Many things we know me got impress. Trinidad, Madinina is a oneness. Africa oneness. On parle d'unité pour construire la vie qu'on voulait. On parle de l'eau, on parle de vibe, on parle de âme. On garde en tête nos objectifs sans jamais lâcher. Nous pas qu'à mollir, nous pas qu'à faiblir, nous caïr.
Blood in our veins makes us bloodlines through our sexual life.
All right. So we got Taurus, Virgo, Scorpio, Cancer, Capricorn, Gemini. For letters or initials, we got Q, O, P, J, E, M, I, and S. All right.
Oneness, c'est ce qu'il y en a de promotion. On a choisi le reggae pour que la voix du peuple résonne. Oneness, faisons en sorte que ça fonctionne. On a tout
All right, Spirit, tell me about this evil covenant. What's the occupation of people in the evil covenant? These friends, these relatives that are part of this evil covenant. What are the occupations for this read? Jeez, holy crap. Holy crap. It's a lot.
The girl them skill artist. Thunderball, some give it up, some give it up, some give it up to our girls. 5 million and 40 naughty shorty. Baby girl, all my girls, all my girls. Thunderball say, well, woman, the way they dance, all I wanna be keeping you warm. I got the right temperature, shelter you from the storm. Hold on, girl, I got the right tactics to turn you on. And girl, I wanna be the papa, you can be the mom. Because the girl them broke out for the floor, from the door and the work is for mama. From the door and the man where can't turn you on, girl, make I see you when them upon ya. Can't stand for the long, no eat no yam, no steam fish, no bean banana. But down in Jamaica, we give it to you hot like a sauna. Well, woman, the way they time cold, I wanna be keeping you warm. I got the right temperature for shelter you from the storm. Hold on, girl, I got the right tactics to turn you on. And girl, I wanna be the papa, you can be the mom.
Alright guys, so 1441. So these are going to be the occupations for the read for these friends, these relatives that are part of this evil covenant, right? This could be for you or anyone that came out in this read. But we got the hairdresser, we got a florist, a butcher, a dentist, a dental hygienist. I don't even know I had two of them, pretty much. Lifeguard, librarian, dietitian, a police officer, a judge, an actor. You know, I'm gonna restart that. I already know that's gonna get muted on TikTok. Fucking, I love TikTok. Alright, so these are gonna be occupations for this read for all these evil covenant members, right? These relatives, these friends, whoever's in this read. This could be you or someone else. Take the roles, flip them over where needed. So a gardener, a baker, a bus driver, air traffic controller, florist, veterinarian, businessman, actor, judge, police officer, dietitian, librarian, lifeguard, dental hygienist, dentist, butcher, florist, and a hairdresser. Now we're going to get into the principles of Ma'at that they did. So Ma'at principle number 21. Someone in this group seduced someone's wife. Someone stole what belongs to a god or a goddess. One of these people could also be an Aquarius or a female. Well, probably maybe Aquarius female. But one of these people, they've been angry without reason. Ma'at principle number 20. One of these people could be an Aries. Ma'at principle number 26. They carried away food. Ma'at principle number 41. They've been deceitful. They could be a Gemini, or you could be a Gemini. They could be a Cancer, you could be a Cancer. Ma'at principle number 42. They stole someone's land. Ma'at principle number 8. They've been exclusively angry. Ma'at principle number 4. They committed a robbery with violence. You could be a Taurus, they could be a Taurus. Ma'at principle number 23. Terrorized anyone. Ma'at principle number 12. Acted hastily or without thought. Ma'at principle number 27. They cursed. Ma'at principle number 19. They took fruit from a child. So they took money from someone younger than them. Ma'at principle number 38. They placed themselves on a pedestal that they shouldn't have placed themselves on. And now they're about to get knocked the fuck off. It was 18 even when I said that. 18 breaks down to 9. 9 is the completion.